KR2698T. Birth name: born on an E710 farm on planet, handling the galaxy's most dangerous bugs known to humanity, the Terminids. Dangerous, unintelligent bugs driven to destroy and consume humanity, to reproduce and infest the galaxy to further their tyrannical hive mind, and, unfortunately, humanity's fuel source, powering the starships to further the light of managed democracy. A man taller than the average Helldiver, with a strong build and a strong neck, thanks to the intense work of managing such dangerous creatures and the planet's slightly higher gravity compared to Earth, he is a perfect specimen of humanity's physical might, second to General Brash. Managing the creatures and harvesting valuable E710, life was good and uneventful for the farmhand, until an outbreak occurred. The Terminids, spurred by the hive mind, broke free from their holding pens and started eating the colonists, reproducing and initiating the conquest of the planet. Fighting with a pitchfork, shovel, Constitution rifle, and his bare hands, he held a line against the unthinking horde and slew many bugs, defending the terrorized citizens. From our reports, he has been fighting for a whole 45 minutes by himself before sea forces arrived to suppress the outbreak and save the families. Through these heroic actions, he was granted a place in Seath and served with distinction, carrying the heaviest of armor, a heavy machine gun to tear through the horde, and a stun lance for personal kills, becoming a terror on the bug front, with the bugs running in fear from his presence. Once the Terminids were eradicated and peace restored, he was indicted into the Helldiver Corps and sent to the automaton front, humanoid socialist robots that seek to turn every living organism into soulless machines. High Command, in their wisdom, suspect that his size and stature will make him a mobile MG turret that will provide suppressive fire against the bots and cover for his allies. But there was one issue. His size, that was once an advantage against the bugs, became a detriment against the bots, whom focused on ranged combat rather than melee, with him having to crawl on his stomach as he cannot utilize low cover efficiently to avoid bot fire. Even the bot's melee specialists are also troublesome, as they are made of steel rather than flesh, overpowering our hero with hydraulics rather than muscular strength. High Command, not wanting to lose their hero, commissioned the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Science to create a body armor that will increase the survivability of the Helldiver. Using materials from the Terminid's carapace and liberated Illuminid body armor, they were able to create a lightweight armor that is capable of absorbing and deflecting fully charged railgun shots at point-blank range. The scientists also included cloaking technology to assist the Helldiver in avoiding combat and decreases the chances of being targeted by the bots. They also built in a personal energy shield to assist the Helldiver's survivability if he does get caught in a firefight, or out in the open. Though the stealth program must be turned off in order for the shield to be used, and vice versa. To further improve the Helldiver's strength and mobility, the lieutenants from the Ministry of Defense demanded electric-assisted servos to be included into the armor, despite the many protests of the scientists, whom stated that the armor system is already too complicated and may put the diver in danger, as the implements put more strain on the limited battery life of the armor. Through some polite discourse, the scientists capitulated and installed the electric-assisted servos into the armor, as ordered. The Helldiver is then redeployed against the automatons with the new armor and performed far better than expected, with him sneaking behind enemy lines to destroy key objectives with his cloaking, match the automatons' melee thanks to the servos, and being able to take a full chain gun volley from a factory strider thanks to the built-in shields and enhanced armor. After serving diligently against the bots, pushing the limits of the armor, he reported to the scientists that he is impressed with the improvements, and moved to the bug front to further his personal crusade against the Terminids, to avenge those that were lost on his farm. When the Illuminate attacked, he had to postpone his personal crusade to defend the planet Calypso, the first planet to be attacked. These bipedal beings with squid-like heads have been abducting, brainwashing, and mutilating our poor citizens to serve as meat shields for their ungrateful overseers, becoming voteless. Our hero deployed into the fray, saving as many lives as he can, swilling hordes of voteless and outperforming the overseers in melee and ranged combat, becoming a master of war, taking attacks from flesh mobs and melee overseers and using his cloaking ability to attack from angles where the enemy did not expect the attack. All was well, until he was struck by an arc blast from a harvester, a tripod walker, which fried his electrical components of his armor, destroying the battery that powered his suit, stiffening the servos and disabling the personal shield and cloaking field. He continued fighting with great difficulty, as the stiffened servos made it hard for him to move. His armor, being his saving grace, absorbed all fatal impacts, which allowed him to survive the mission and escape with his life. After escaping death, their armor was given surge protectors to ensure that it still functions after getting shocked, and improved the electrical servos to be turned on or off to keep the enhanced mobility and strength without the liability of the servos to freeze up and to save battery power. If the surge protectors get overloaded, the system will reboot itself to ensure the Helldivers is able to continue fighting. The battery was further improved upon to be more robust against shocks, longer life for longer operations, and is able to be charged through kinetic energy generated by the servos while the Helldiver is moving. With these improvements, the Helldiver steamrolled the opposition. No overseer was able to outperform him in melee, and his armor is able to absorb the most devastating of blows. After repelling the Illuminate from Calypso, he went back to the bug front to resume his personal war with the bugs. While on a mission with a competent group of Helldivers, he encountered a nightmarish creature, bred specifically to kill him. The creature, with a body as large as a hunter, but with the strength of a stalker, lunged at the group, devouring and tearing the Helldivers apart, only leaving our hero to stop the slaughter. As he and the creature dueled, he was able to just snatch victory from the claws of the monster and slay it, and limped back to the extraction site before any more Terminids arrived. But something was off about that bug. It seemed less animalistic and more intelligent. Not to dwell on that too much. Let's see if I can try to convince him to join my team. We do need someone like him to be able to prevent the Horde from overrunning the team. You're still here. I'd like to say thank you for watching the video. Have a good morning, a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.